Welcome guys to another video. In this game today I will analyze a game that I currently played. It's against a really strong player, 2.4k, and yeah, I will explain you in deep analysis what we did and how to improve in chess. So opening is the Aliakin defense. Aliakin is e4, knight f6. The idea behind this opening is e5, knight d5, c4, and so on. There's an entire line of this opening. I always decide to play this. d5 is just option to take everything, but then black has a small advantage. But I play d5, d4. I can takes, or takes, and then material is equal. And yeah, I let the computer make the analysis already, and yeah, according to him I could have take, then he takes with check, and then takes and takes. It's still balanced as you can see here, but yeah, another line. Then knight f3, developing piece, bishop c4. The computer recommends me to play d4 because it's enough protected and to do something in the center. Yeah, so, but okay, he plays this. Queen e2 is now not really good because he could play rook g8 with attacking the g2 pawn, and the problem is I can't really good play g3 because then bishop h3 and I can't castle anymore. The other option would have been this castle. Then he plays this for attacking this pawn twice, and then I need to defend it. It's also an option, but it's so e6 is also small inaccuracy. a4 I played to prevent this a6 b5, that he could not play like this pawn structure, and that my bishop has to go either on b3 or a2. So he played b6, also not the best move. Like this question mark, exclamation mark means it's inaccuracy, so it's not a mistake, kind of. It's just like maybe second, third best move, kind of. So now he plays it. Now I played g3 because since he played e6 he can't put his bishop here, and if he plays e5 then he runs into this pin, and in additional his king is still in the middle, which is not the best. So bishop b7, that's why he played b6, that now he has this fianchetto. Castle, yeah, this king normally doesn't look that safe here now because the pawn structure is a bit fixed already. But yeah, it was quite easy that I can't castle short because this bishop should then be here to protect my king, and I don't want to leave him in the middle that I can put my rooks onto these files. And now I also prevent his counterplay a bit, so not really easy to play for him. Queen c7, he also won a castle. Rook e1, going out of this potential threat, and also activate our rook. Bishop a6, I try to change this bishop because this is the good one. The good one because he has a lot of space, and he can't avoid the trade because he can't go here because it's pinned. If he takes, I take, and if he leaves it, yeah, then I will just trade. And now this bishop has also an eye on this f6 pawn to take potentially. So he defends it, takes, h4, gain some space on the king's side. Rook d7, not the best move. He should have played a6, that I can, yeah, not fix it because he will have in the future sometime this play. c4, this is quite a good move because we both have the dark square bishop, and when you have the dark square bishop you normally put your pawns on white, simply because you have more space. And in the end game, like let's say if all the other pieces beside the bishops would be traded, then this bishop can always attack this pawn, and this bishop is never able to attack this pawn. That's why you normally try to fix your pawns on the opposite color of your own bishop. So he doubles, d3, supporting c4, king a6. Now I play bishop c3, that potentially this I could take, and also to give my king a better square on b2, because yeah, he needs to be a bit active but still not too active because there are still a lot of pieces on the board. f5, he tries now the same with this color, but the thing is now he gave up this e5 square, so I can play a bit with that, and in case he plays this I can just pass, so it's not a threat. King b2, f4, g4. This one is protected, and this one he can't move because of e6, would be under too much pressure. h6, h5. Now we see another pawn is fixed on black, so that's why, yeah, potential endgame, really hard to defend. Bishop d6, queen e4, activate the queen a bit. This threat is also possible, and yeah, knight a5. Yeah, not a good move because I took, but it was a mistake. I should have played knight e5 to attack this and this, and if he takes I just take with bishop, and then this pawn will die, and if he doesn't take, he just will go away, then I can also take here, because it was bad that I took it because this knight doesn't do anything. I mean, if you look at him, he doesn't put anything under pressure or just take, so that was a mistake. Yeah, now I played it, but now it's of course much worse. So I took, and now we have a rook endgame with slightly advantage for me, because my pawns are a bit better. And please note, if he would take here, would be terrible blunder, and I can show it quickly, because I can simply play this, and then there's this, this forced mate that he can't defend anymore. That's why this pawn is kind of poisoned. He played rook d4 instead, which tries to take here, because this pawn is pinned, because then he could take here. And yeah, here I made a mistake. f3. As mentioned, he can just take now. And now he just won a pawn, and my pawn structure is now really weak. So I played this to attack his pawn. He can't defend it with e5, otherwise I'll take e5. But he has the move rook d4. It's protecting, rook is protected, and looks like he just won a pawn. And now I give you quickly couple of seconds. You can also pause the video here to find the tactic how to win the game with white. For those who found it, congratulations. It's I can take, and now you have this idea, because at the moment it looks like I can't do something, because if I play this it simply takes, but then this pawn is passed. So I realized that, and I played g5. If he doesn't take, I will just take him, so that doesn't make huge difference, and he can't run with his pawns because there's no point of it. So he took, then I just run to glory, g4, I can just ignore it, h7, h8 queen, and now I play queen h1, which simply is defending this f1 that he can't make a queen. And now you see the power of the queen, because at the moment I have queen against 4 pawns, but the pawns, they can't do anything. I will just will grab them one after another. And that's why he resigned here. Key point was this one, that you see this tactic here, and then this one. It's not easy to see, but it was a bit impression about, like, a bit higher level, how to analyze game and how also to win against stronger opponents, but you really need to look out for of these tactics. That's why tactic is always a big part of chess. So I hope you learned a bit something, you had a bit fun. Don't forget the subscribe button if you didn't do it yet, and have a nice time, and see you next time.